In the GuestXR project, we are basically integrating the partners' technology, and we're building a platform. And our first contribution to the project was to create an architecture for that platform. So it's basically a system which allows people to meet remotely, so they are embodied in full body avatars, and they can interact naturally, so they can move their bodies as avatars, and they can speak with each other. So this works in augmented reality and also in virtual reality. So you could imagine wearing a head-mounted display in your room, and you could have visitors appearing in augmented reality in your room with their full body avatars, and you could interact with them. So one of the goals in this project was for us to make the interaction really natural, so that you could interact with a person as if it was a real person. So basically that's what the basic system is. But then because this is a GuestXR project where there's an AI interacting, we also built an interface for this shared virtual environment or augmented reality environment, where an AI system or a simulation system can interact with the people, and the goal is to optimize the meeting between people to a specific goal. We are in the company using this technology already for commercial products, but in this case it's mainly single user experiences. So we're creating experiences where people experience a situation of people in a conversation, to train them to be a specific person or to understand the situation better. This is what we're using the system already with, but otherwise we are preparing this is like different studies with partners. So we're basically providing the platform to project partners to study people's behavior in that. So embodiment is basically to have a virtual body that replaces your real body. And we've shown in previous studies that such a change of body representation can change people's behavior. And in the GuestXR project, we have the capability of our system that can change the bodies of all the participants in the meeting. And therefore that can change people's behavior. Also in previous studies, we've seen that embodiment changes or enhances immersion, so people feel more presence. Like, for example, if you look down and you don't see anything, that can break the presence of a person in the virtual reality. So there's definitely embodiment is an enhancement of presence. And spatial coherence, and there are many levels of spatial coherence. Like, for example, you could if you had a virtual object in a room and you see it in a specific location, then you would expect that another person would see that object also in the same location. So that's the basic spatial coherence that you would expect. But spatial coherence becomes very complicated, or more complicated, when you're in augmented reality, because there are remote people visiting from remote places. Integration of AI, we've been building an interface, as I mentioned, which we're basing on the Python language, which is a language which is very commonly used for machine learning. So what we are doing is basically creating that possibility to integrate. We're not actually building AI systems, we're just building this interface that connects to the shared environment, and with that we can connect any type of AI systems from partners or even commercial AI systems. We do have a bit of interactive, we've done one example where we have a self-conversation where you're talking, for example, to a future self of yourself, body swapping with yourself, giving yourself a response. But then we also have an AI agent that listens to your self-conversation. And you can, if you are lost in your own self-conversation, you could ask the AI agent how to proceed. So we've integrated that like an AI agent that can intervene into your own conversation.